Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like over on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Tuesday, November the 12th. We got 8 NBA games tonight, guys, and I got 3 early player props I do like for this slate. Taking a first look at the board on Monday night, I'm giving you guys kind of an early preview I like for this slate. A couple props, looking at the board the night before. 3 plays. We're going to break down these plays, guys, and we're going to share why I like them. Now, before we do get started, as always, if you guys do enjoy these Prizepicks videos and if they do help you out, make sure to hit that like button down below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you are new to the channel and if you are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, be sure to sign up, use promo code NOAH. And when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and place your first lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. So if you don't want to put in a bunch of money, like if you just want to deposit $10, sign up, use code NOAH, deposit $10, play a $5 lineup. Even if you lose that $5 lineup, Prizepicks is going to give you $50 that you can use to then play additional lineups. Any money you win off those is credit that's withdrawable if you want to withdraw that money. So definitely go check out Prizepicks, guys. And again, be sure to use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up. Now, I also do want to give a shout out to Sleeper because we do have a partnership with Sleeper as well. And Sleeper giving you a 100% match on your first deposit up to $1,500 right now. It's for a limited time only. This won't last forever. Typically, Sleeper does a 100% deposit match bonus up to $100. So like if you put in 100, they'll give you an additional 100. Well, for a limited time only, they're giving you a deposit match bonus up to $1,500. So if you want to put in, if you have a bigger bankroll and you can afford to put in $1,000, $1,500, Sleeper is going to match that and give you an additional $1,000, an additional $1,500 to play with. So if you guys are new to Sleeper, if you want to try them out, you can download the Sleeper app on the App Store if you have an iPhone, or on the Google Play Store if you have an Android. They have an app for both. Make sure to use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up for Sleeper, so that way you do get that deposit bonus up to $1,500. Again, that is for a limited time. Check that out if you are interested. And for those of you that don't know what Sleeper is, they're a DFS pick'em app site similar to Prizepicks, where you're just picking more or less on player projections. You're building out an entry. You can make up to an 8-pick entry on Sleeper. You can mix and match sports over there. Sleeper does offer a lot of sports: NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, college football, college basketball. A lot of sports over there on Sleeper. Again, you can mix and match sports, and you can win up to 100x your money. So go check them out, guys, and make sure to use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up for Sleeper. But yeah, we got 3 plays to talk about for Tuesday's NBA slate. Now, I did not make a video for Monday for NBA. There was only 5 games. I felt like it was probably a good day to take off. Plus, we had Monday Night Football, and I already had a video up for Monday Night Football. So yeah, no plays on Monday. We did still give out 5 plays on Patreon. Went 4 out of 5. Needed a few more fantasy points from Cam Thomas for a full sweep on Patreon. Gave out 5 plays for NBA on Sunday on Patreon. Went 4 out of 5 on Sunday. So that's kind of frustrating. We've been 1 pick away from having a sweep in NBA back-to-back days, on Patreon. And as always, if you guys do enjoy these YouTube videos, you want more Prizepicks plays from me, I give those out on Patreon. You can check out all that I provide over there. That's linked down below in the description. But yeah, we got 3 early plays for Tuesday's slate, guys. Let's break them down. So first prop that I like is going to be a PRA prop. We're actually going to talk about 3 PRA props that I like for today. And the first one that I like is going to be Goga Bitadze. We're going to take Goga Bitadze for more than 21.5 PRA. So Goga has started the last 4 games for the Magic at center. He's been starting in place of Wendell Carter Jr. Wendell Carter Jr. dealing with an injury right now. And Wendell Carter Jr. is still out. He's already been ruled out for Tuesday. So we should once again expect Goga to be in the starting lineup. And Goga's gone over this PRA line in all 4 games he has started in place of Wendell Carter Jr. And if you look at his minutes in those games, he's been playing pretty solid minutes. He played 27 minutes against OKC. He played 30 minutes against the Pacers, 27 minutes against the Pelicans, and then last game against Washington, he only played 22 minutes, but that game was a blowout, and he didn't get any minutes in the fourth quarter. So I think we can expect Goga to play like 26 to 30 minutes here, assuming no foul trouble, assuming no blowout. This game does have just a 6-point spread, so it should be a relatively competitive game. And this is a great matchup against the Hornets. The Hornets have historically been a great matchup for centers. They were a great matchup for centers last season. The Hornets have just, they've always kind of been a bad rebounding team. They're a team you can definitely beat on the glass. They're a team that will give up points around the rim, points in the paint, which is where Goga is going to do a lot of his scoring. And if you look at, Goga's, rebound chances, assist chances, like he's been very productive when he's been on the floor. He's historically been a productive player when he gets minutes. Over his last 4 games, leading the team with 16 rebound chances per game. And then also he's averaging almost 5 potential assists per game. And then in terms of scoring, Goga's not really like a high usage player. He's not a guy that they're going to just run the offense through. But he is a player that can score around the rim. He can get putbacks. And that's what Charlotte struggles with. Charlotte struggles to rebound. They'll give up points in the paint. They'll give up offensive rebounds, putbacks. So this matchup sets up really well for Goga. He's been very productive as a starter just over their last 4 games. Don't think anything's going to change here now, in this matchup. So really like him for more than 21.5 PRA here. Don't mind either taking more than 19.5 points plus rebounds, but I think I like PRA a little bit more. You're pretty much just hoping that Goga gets 2 assists if you take PRA instead of points plus rebounds. And for what it's worth, he's had 2 assists in all 4 starts this season. He's favored for over 1.5 assists. So I think I like PRA a little bit more, but I don't even mind taking more than 19.5 points plus rebounds here. Also, I think Goga to get a double-double, whatever odds you can get that at. Like, if you can get that at plus money, Goga to get a double-double, I think that's pretty interesting too. So that's what we're going to take as our first prop for Tuesday. Goga Batadze for more than 21.5 PRA. Next prop I like, again, another PRA prop. We're going to take a look at Karl Anthony Towns. And I like Karl Anthony Towns for more than 35.5 PRA. Now, if you're a last 5 game log watcher, you're going to like this one because Karl Anthony Towns has gone over this PRA line in all of his last 5 games. Doesn't mean much, but I think the role for Cat this year is going to be, it has been really, really good on the Knicks. And Cat has been a player that has historically been really productive when he's the starting center. His rebounding numbers have historically been really good when he's started at center when he was on Minnesota. Like, you look at his numbers with Rudy Gobert off the floor when he was on the Timberwolves, and his numbers were really good, especially his rebounding numbers. And we've seen that be the case so far this season with the Knicks. So Karl Anthony Towns, first off, in terms of usage, he's second on the team in usage this season behind Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson leading the team with a 29.4% usage rate. Karl Anthony Towns is right behind him with a 27.2% usage rate. And then the next highest guy in terms of their starters is Mikal Bridges at 17.8%. You do have Cameron Payne with a 19% usage rate, but he's been out lately. You have Tyler Kolek with an 18% usage rate. But clearly, just looking at the usage this season for the Knicks, it's largely been dominated by Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. And then if you look at rebound chances, Cat is leading the team with 18.4 rebound chances per game. He's averaging over 12 rebounds per game this year, so his rebounding numbers have taken a huge spike up compared to when he was in Minnesota, because obviously when he was in Minnesota, he was sharing the floor with Rudy Gobert, which hurt his rebounding numbers. But like I said, when you take Gobert off the floor, Cat rebounds really well. Obviously, he's playing without Gobert now on the Knicks, and we've seen his rebounding numbers take a huge spike up. And then in terms of assists, Cat has not really been doing much facilitating this year, only averaging 3.4 potential assists per game. But he has historically been a player that can facilitate. He's historically been a big man that can get you like 4 or 5 assists. He's only had, I think he's had a few games this year with 0 assists. He's had a couple games with 1 and 2 assists. But we did see him have a 7 assist game against Detroit, 5 assists against Milwaukee. It's kind of a similar situation. Like, if you look at Cat's props, his PRA or his PR line is 33.5. His PRA line is 35.5. I like taking PRA. I think more times than not, Cat gets 2 assists. And if you take PR instead of PRA, you're pretty much hoping that you don't want Cat to get 2 assists or more, because then at that point the better bet is to take PRA. And like I said, I think more times than not, Cat gets 2 assists in a game. I mean, he's historically been a guy that can facilitate. So I like PRA more than taking PR for Cat here. But like, you just look at his numbers this year in terms of his usage, his rebound chances. He's just been a really productive player on the floor. Don't think anything's going to change anytime soon. The only thing that I do worry about is that this matchup against Philadelphia definitely gets a lot tougher now that the Sixers are getting back Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid going to be making his season debut on Tuesday night. But it's hard to really say how effective Joel Embiid's going to be. We haven't seen him play in a game yet this season. He's probably going to be on some sort of minutes limit. The only thing I worry about is that if Cat does have to guard Joel Embiid, that obviously brings foul trouble risk. But I was looking at Cat's history against Embiid. For what it's worth, he's had decent games against him in the past. He had a 58 PRA game, 44, 38, 38, 37. And these were on Minnesota when his role wasn't as good as it is on the Knicks right now. Like, these were games that he was playing alongside Rudy Gobert. Obviously, his role is completely different on this Knicks team. It's much better than when he was on Minnesota. So I think, as long as Cat avoids foul trouble, he's going to play a ton of minutes. We know Tibbs is going to run his starters really big minutes. So far this season, Cat is averaging 33 minutes per game, and that's with him losing some minutes some games because of blowout. Like the Knicks have been involved in a bunch of blowouts this year. In competitive games, though, Cat's playing a ton. Like he played 39 minutes in their last game against the Pacers. Then he had a blowout against Milwaukee. He played 38 minutes in a competitive game against Atlanta. He played 32 and a half minutes against Houston, but I think he lost some minutes for foul trouble in that game. So, like, in competitive games, like, Cat has upside for, like, 37, 38 minutes. This game against the Sixers should be competitive. I think the only way that Cat loses minutes is if he gets in foul trouble. But I'm fine taking that risk here. I think Cat's just role is so good right now on this Knicks team. He's such a productive player when he's the starting center, grabbing rebounds, which he's been doing incredibly well this year. Usage has been incredibly well. He's been taking a ton of shots. He's been shooting a bunch of threes too, and he's been shooting really efficiently lately as well, which we like to see. So really, you could check a lot of boxes. I think the one thing you can say is a concern is the matchup with Embiid. But like I said, Cat's historically had decent success against Embiid. I do worry about foul trouble, but I think he'll hopefully be able to avoid fouls here. And if he does, plays normal minutes, like his chances of going over 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, the third and final prop we're going to take a look at is going to be a DeAnthony Melton prop. And I like DeAnthony Melton for more than 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So PRA here, going to be our third and final prop for Tuesday. So DeAnthony Melton, we've seen him play in, I believe, 5 games this year for the Warriors. I think he was injured to start the season. He started the season, but then I think he got injured, and then he made his return. So we've only seen him play in 5 games this year, and he, to start the season, he wasn't playing a bunch of minutes. He was coming off the bench. He was playing 19. He played 19, 14, 17 minutes in their first 3 games. Then he made his return from injury, played 18 minutes off the bench against Cleveland. And then last game, we saw Steve Kerr change up the starting lineup, and he actually started DeAnthony Melton over Gary Payton. And Steve Kerr came out and said after the game that is probably going to be their starting lineup moving forward. Steph Curry, DeAnthony Melton, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Trace Jackson Davis. So I'm expecting DeAnthony Melton to start once again. And DeAnthony Melton, just dating back to when he was on Memphis, he's been kind of around the league. He's been with a bunch of different teams. He was on the 76ers. He has historically been a player that can be productive when he gets minutes. Like, he's a guy that can soak up usage. He's a guy that will take shots. He's not a player that's just going to, stand in the corner and just, not shoot the ball. Like, he can shoot threes. He can rebound, too. He can facilitate. He's just a guy that can do everything when he's on the floor. And if you look at last game against OKC, he played 27 minutes as a starter, which was the most he's played all season. I think if DeAnthony Melton continues to start, he's probably going to be playing, mid-20s, closer to 30 minutes most nights. This is a matchup against Dallas where you're probably going to want DeAnthony Melton out there because DeAnthony Melton is a good defender, and they're going to want his defense out there against Kyrie, against Luka, against Klay. So I'm expecting pretty big minutes once again for DeAnthony Melton here, assuming he can avoid foul trouble. Last game, he had 19 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists in the 27 minutes he played. I think he was second on the team in usage last game. Yeah, had a 26% usage rate. So far the season, DeAnthony Melton's had a 22% usage rate, which is 5th most on the team behind Curry, Kuminga, Buddy Hield, and Wiggins. It is worth noting that Wiggins is questionable for this game on Tuesday night, and if Wiggins does get ruled out, that's only going to make me feel even better about this prop on DeAnthony Melton. That would just take one more body out of the rotation. That would open up more usage for the rest of these guys. But I still like this prop even if Wiggins plays. But obviously if Wiggins doesn't play, this is going to look even better. But, again, DeAnthony Melton played 27 minutes last game, had a 26% usage rate, averaged, I think he had the most rebound chances last game. I think he had 15 rebound chances. Let me take a look at that real quick. Last game he led the team with 15 rebound chances. So far this season, he's averaging 5.6 rebound chances per game, but you can't really look too much into those stats because, again, he wasn't playing many minutes to start the season. Now, if he is going to continue to start, we can project him for more minutes than he was playing to start the season. But he did have 15 rebound chances last game. Didn't have many potential assists. I think he only had 3 potential assists last game. Yeah, he had 3 potential assists, but for the whole season, he has averaged 4.8 potential assists in only 18.9 minutes. And that's third most. That's tied for third most on the team, or fourth most on the team, excuse me. Again, DeAnthony Melton's a guy that has historically been able to handle the ball and can facilitate. Just one of these guys that can do everything when he's on the floor. This PRA line for Melton feels really low, especially if he's going to play anywhere near the 27 minutes he played last game. I think most nights when DeAnthony Melton plays 26 to 30 minutes, he's going to put up probably 22, 23, 24 PRA most nights. I think there is just there's always a little bit of risk when it comes to a Steve Kerr rotation. Steve Kerr is not a coach that's going to stick to the same rotation that he does the day before. It's not a guarantee that De'Anthony Melton plays 27 minutes again, but this is a player that has historically been a guy that when he's been on the court, he can produce and he can be a guy that can earn minutes. He's rarely a guy that just gets benched. Like, he's a guy that, typically has a very secure role. He's been a good player throughout his career. And again, he played 27 minutes last game. I think we can probably project him for similar minutes here. 17.5 PRA. Definitely think this line's too low on De'Anthony Melton. So I like that as our third and final prop for Tuesday. So these are the 3 early props I like for Tuesday, taking a first look at the board on Monday night. Again, I'll be sharing more props for today. So if you guys want more Prizepicks plays from me, I'm also giving out some sportsbook plays on Patreon too. So if you are able to take sportsbook bets, I can't take sportsbook bets. I made that clear, like in my Patreon. I said, I can't take sportsbook bets. But for those of you that wanted sportsbook bets, I would post them, and most of the people in my Patreon said they wanted those. So I'm also posting sportsbook bets on Patreon. I'm not posting them every single day, but I'm trying to post them when I can find plays I like. You can check those out too. That's included in the Patreon package. It's not, there's no additional charge for that. It's all included. So check it out, guys. It's linked down below in the description. But again, appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like button if you did enjoy. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And be sure to go check out Prizepicks, guys. If you don't have an account on Prizepicks, use that promo code NOAH when you sign up to get your $50 in promo funds. Again, once you place your first lineup, you'll get those promo funds that you can use to play additional lineups. You just have to sign up with code NOAH. But good luck tonight. Thanks for watching as always, guys, and we will see you in the next one.